Well, good morning, Brian. And hey, Gabriel, too. How about that? It's morning for us. It's not morning for you, is it?
Not
So
quite.
we know last Sunday you said you were taking a vacation and you wouldn't be with us. But this is kind of fun to kind of check in with you. So where are you?
So, yeah, normally we wouldn't check in on vacation, but we are delighted to say hi. We are actually this evening. It's for us. It's 6:04 in the evening, we are in Thessaloniki, Greece. And recently, we just came back from the Turkish capital, historical city, Istanbul, largest city.
So yeah, you flew out Wednesday, right? How long was the flight to Istanbul?
About 10 hours.
Okay. And is this just pure recreation, or do you kind of have a purpose behind your travels?
Well, that was one of the reasons I'm grateful for the opportunity to say hi and to share a little bit. It's both. Something we've been looking forward to for quite some time to return, but also to see some new places. Over the next couple of weeks, we are going to be exploring sites that are important and relevant to the New Testament. Obviously, Istanbul was first Constantinople, and that song has been going through our heads many times.
Before that.
Right. Incredible history. But in Greece, we'll be following the footsteps of Paul on the second missionary journey, traveling to Philippi, then Thessaloniki, Berea. We'll visit a couple extra sites, then pick up Athens and Corinth. And then something we're really excited about, we'll get to travel to Turkey, back to Turkey in this sense, and visit the churches that are mentioned in the beginning of the book of Revelation, along with the city of Ephesus. So one of the things that when we were able to travel to Greece before that, it changed our picture of just how the New Testament fit together in terms of Paul's writings and the geography of it and being able to visualize things. So I'm really looking forward to what we're going to learn and what that's going to be like when we add to that.
Wow, that's a lot of places. And how long how long is it going to take to cover all of those?
2 weeks and probably at a run too. It feels like they pack a lot in.
Yeah, I'm guessing packing your walking shoes, huh? We know you flew out on Wednesday. What have you been doing up to this point?
One of the neat things was the flight was timed. Gabrielle said, it's 10 hours. We arrived at 7 in the morning in Istanbul time. So the three of us, Pastor Cheri and Gabrielle and I, we kind of hit the ground running and visited a bunch of places. Do you want to talk about some of those?
Sure. So the first thing we did, our hotel was in central Istanbul. We were literally a block downhill from the Hagia Sophia, which is, it was built as a church during the Byzantine Empire.
6th century.
6th century. So it's almost 1,500 years old, or around 1,500 years old.
4th century. No, 6th century. Yep, yes. Sorry.
So yeah, about a millennium and a half old. Became a mosque, was converted to a mosque during the Ottoman Empire. And now it is still an active mosque, but the top floor is a museum. And they have kept some of the mosaics from when it was a church. And so you can see mosaics that have Jesus, John the Baptist, the Virgin Mary in it, because they recognize that that's part of the history of the building, even though it is no longer a Christian site of worship. That's how it started out, and they honor that history. And so being able to see partly just the architectural marvel that it is, having been built at the time that it was, it's enormous, but also the Christian history that is a part of it.
Yeah. So have you had a chance to get out among the streets just to kind of experience any marketplaces or anything like that? Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's intense. It's a very tourist heavy area. I mean, you've got so many sites that are of world significance and certainly historical significance there. And so you've got all that kind of goes along with that. So we were able to tour some historic ancient marketplaces that still thrive today, and they sell all kinds of things from rugs to lamps to spices to soap, but also just anything that you might be thinking of. We were able to visit a few of those just to kind of walk around. It's incredibly dense. I think they said near 20 million people?
Around 20 million people, yes.
In the city, not counting the tourists and the visitors. So
yeah.
And the city spans 2 continents because most of the city is in Europe, but if you cross the Bosphorus Strait, that's also part of Istanbul in Asia.
Very good. Go ahead.
We took a boat tour, the second day, and we got to see that. We got to just kind of observe the city from the water and hear a little bit of that history, to step on the Asian side, just to walk around a little bit. And they took us back at sunset. And so it was just beautiful to be able to see the city that way.
Okay.
Tonight, in fact, we meet right after dinner, which we will have shortly. We get to meet our tour group. There's 12 of us that'll be traveling together, a number of other clergy. So we're excited about that. I get to lead some of the devotionals, and we'll be sharing that so that we have devotionals kind of in the morning, and then as we visit these sites, we'll be reading scripture and kind of having different reflections in the different parts. But we also have a skilled guide who's very experienced and is going to be explaining some of the history and context of it. And from past experience, that's just been a fantastic learning opportunity.
Most definitely. And you get to do it with you mentioned you let it slip, Pastor Cheri is with you. So that's fantastic. How's she doing?
She's doing great. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, on behalf of everyone here at First
It's been
Baptist,
a lot of fun just to kind of walk around and see the sites together.
Yeah.
Very open to adventuring with us and just running around whatever city we're in.
Well, on behalf of everyone here at First Baptist, we see Cheri occasionally pop in, although we know she's ministering up in Pontiac, but be sure to tell her greetings and hello from all of us officially. And this has been great. This has been fun to be able to check in with you. Excited for what you're going to be able to experience over the next week and a half or so, and what you're going to be able to bring back as far as pictures and stories and so forth.
Absolutely. Us too. We miss you all. Thank you for this opportunity to say hi, and we can't wait to come back and see you all again and to share stories back and forth.